Hi, welcome to this session's topic public speaking. Here is Kavitha, Assistant Professor of English, to share my points about public speaking. While giving a public speech, if your audience feels embarrassing by seeing your gestures, even though your presentation is good, never bother. Here I am going to give do's and don'ts of public speaking and how to improve your performance. Before entering into this topic, we are going to see what is public speaking, why is it important, must do's and don'ts of public speaking. With these essential tips of do's and don'ts, learn how to become a confident public speaker and become more engaging. First, we are going to see what is public speaking. Public speaking is an essential skill of a successful businessman. In order to get succeed, every businessman needs to give public speak either to his business people or to the work people for the welfare and growth of his business. It is an act of performing a speech to a live audience. It is of speaking to a live audience, either like an orator or as a presenter. It is to inform, entertain and persuade the listeners. It means you have done something, you know something, you have seen something, or you have tried something. By having all these personal experiences, you need to speak to audiences when you are invited by others to speak. This is going to be an information to the audience or to entertain with your experiences or to persuade the listeners. Next, we are going to see importance of public speaking. It helps you to improve your knowledge. In order to give public speech, you need to search for more information by searching of many materials. By getting more information on the topic, you become knowledgeable while giving public speech. Something about the topic you can have. It improves communication skills to increase with self-confidence. Developing communication skills is very important. If your communication skill is improved, you gain your self-confidence automatically. Being a good speaker is helpful to being an inspirational leader. If you become a good speaker, you become an inspirational leader. Others accept you as an inspirational leader with your good speaking skills. We are going to see must-dos in a public speaking. First, we have smile and have fun. Smile is the only way to impress your audience. It makes a friendly relation between the listeners and the speakers, and have fun with your audience while speaking. Then only the points reach your audience easily without boring. Speaking loud. There is a difference between loud and shout. Your speaking must be loud enough. Your voice must be heard by the entire audience, even those in the back row. Next we have relax. Don't be nervous. If you get nervous, all the messages get spoiled and struck. Feel relaxed. Take deep breaths. In order to relax yourself, sufficient practice is important for that. Next we can have be confident. Be confident in delivering your message. Confidence can help you to attract your audience and you can build a healthy relationship with that. It makes you to speak with clarity. If you have confidence, problems such as stage fear and nervousness disappear. Next, be flexible. As a presenter, you have to be flexible for some time. For example, when you are presenting your presentation, someone says the time is short. You are in need of managing your short time. At that time, you need to be flexible by adjusting yourself. Be yourself. Be honest, open and sincere. You are the best at being yourself. So, let your true self show to the audience. Don't try to pretend like someone. People relate only to honesty and expressiveness. Understand this and be like you. Next we have tell stories. Stories are always impactful. Use them to illustrate your points. People remember stories always and never forget. Wrap up your speech on time. Speaking over your allowed time is disrespectful and will annoy at least some people in your audience. And try to wind up your speech on time by giving effective and reachable message. Face your audience. You have to face your audience while explaining without making your turn to the slides too often. If you make your turn to the slides, that shows a bad sign. It shows that you are not interested to face your audience. Next we have use more gestures. Gesture means a movement of the hand, head, etc. that expresses something. Speaking as one skill means gesture is also another way of expressing. Gestures make you a better speaker. Make gestures in an understandable way. If you make gestures too much, it will distract your audience. Gestures must be perfect to your speaking. Then only the audience will understand what you are pointing out. Use simple and understandable language. Simple words will be easier for your audience to remember. If you insist any new words while speaking, the audience cannot get your message properly. Using of simple language helps the listeners to be attentive and it will reach all the listeners. Next we are going to see don'ts in public speaking. As a first one, do not fear. Don't show your fear outwardly. It creates a bad impression on you. If the audience come to know that you are getting feared, then their response may not be good. As a second one, do not rush through your presentation. Don't rush to present your message because informative message you have collected is worthy and deliver your part must be clear. It is an information sharing to the audience. So, if you make a rush, it will be improper. Do not stick your hands in your pockets. Don't keep your hands inside your pockets frequently because it is an act of indisciplinary and the audience feels embarrassing by seeing your posture. Do not point fingers. Don't point with your fingers over anything or anybody. It shows your negativity. Do not underestimate your audience. Don't think that the listeners are going to hear and accept what you say. Don't underestimate them with your appearances or by thinking that they don't know anything. The information which you are presenting may or may not be known to the audience. As the next one, do not start sentences with so. Sentence at first should start in an energetic way. It should not start with so. Do not put up an aggressive face. Don't be aggressive in your speech or face. Keep your face in a pleasant manner. Your presentation should be in a friendly way. If it is so, you will be succeeded. Don't make things which you are not sure about. Things which you are going to present must be sure and it must not be a fake or a guess. It creates a great problem, so don't lead them in a confusion. Do not dictate. Your presentation should not be in a dictate manner. The points must be grabbed by the audience in a casual way. Don't interrupt people. When you ask something to the audience, they try to say something. You shouldn't disturb them in the middle. You should give equal chance to them to speak. You need to hear what they are telling. Make it a conversation and not a monologue. Don't repeat the same words. Don't repeat the words or any points frequently. Try to focus from all the four sides and everything must be new and varied. Don't read your slides. If you read your slides simply without giving a deep or proper explanation, your audience will quickly bored. Give your explanation with illustration properly. If you make reading the slides, it becomes too fast and the audience find difficult to observe everything. I hope my tips of do's and don'ts have benefited today. At last, speaking in a public is a challenge. It can be overtaken by a constant practice. You all must remember that nothing can be achieved without confidence. While speaking, you should have a lot of confidence and courage. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. See you again in next video.